Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to the second season of the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant. And we are now at the promotions and relegations here, where we have 3 Division A teams facing off against 5 Division B teams. And right now, we just got done with that, that crazy game 2 between MGS Spades from Mapua University Intramuros versus New Era University's Paradigm Esports. And these players are cracked. We'll be your shoutcasters. I'm Hiron. With me is my friend Nausicaa. Let's get right into this one.
Yeah, it's going to be an intense match. We just had a crazy intense match previously that almost went to overtime. But now we are going to be moving on to the deciding game, just like Dak said. It's going to be on Ascent. This is going to be a very interesting one. We just had games on Icebox and Bind. And we also had a lot of changes in terms of team compositions. In the first game, Viper came out.
A little switcheroo.
We had a single duelisting going on. And then in Bind, both teams ran a Jet Raze, which has been pretty prevalent still, even in other regions. But now that we are, kind of moving on into, these other patches where Astra's here, Viper's here, Breach is still a thing, and I'm sad I haven't seen him today. But he is still there, and it is an option, for these teams. So really curious to see what these teams will go for when they're on that deciding game. Will they default into the teams they've been using back in group stage, or do they have the kind of courage to still experiment maybe with something? As we see the pick'ems right now on the screen, the vote is leaning towards Spades' favor, as they did just even things out into 1-1 and move things into a game 3. But of course, can't count out NEU because they did have a pretty dominant last half in the first game.
Yeah, definitely. And this, and even the pick'ems, the votes here are quite even. I mean, 57-43, that's not a huge gap. And that just goes to show we have a lot of supporters for both of these teams, actually. And collegiate esports is thriving indeed. So if you want to bring collegiate esports to your campus, check out AcadArena.com/alliance. And here at the UAC Promotions and Relegations, this is the last game we're going to have for today. And it's not really do or die, but it is do or die, because even if you're going to the lower brackets, you don't want to be in that situation in the first place. So MGS Spades here, let's see if the Intramuros squad can take this away. Meanwhile, Paradigm, they want a paradigm shift in our 3rd season of UAC, and they're going for that.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned it the entire stream, and we can't keep saying it enough, but these teams from Division B, they definitely can't be underestimated, especially with the win we just had. Our first match of the day, it was a pretty dominant performance. So now Paradigm Esports, I'm sure they're hungry to finally secure their slot here on Division A. And the Spades, of course, are equally hungry because they definitely want to keep their spot in Division A as we move on to this deciding match. So we are here on Ascent, and like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of agent will come through across the board. I'm interested to see if Astra will come through. I see her a lot on Ascent. We are seeing Brimstone locked in once again, though, by Sunti. He did use that agent in the previous game, so we will see that come through. Zirinier, of course, permanent Sova, as every team seems to have one in every.
It's a must-have for this map, for most of the maps that we have. And Ascent, compared to like Icebox, compared to Bind, I feel like it's a lot more subdued. Like, if you can go for crazy things in Icebox and Bind, I think Ascent is the place, especially in the last game of a series, to play it a little bit more, as younger Rafiki would say, keep it a little bit more kosher. Play it by the book. I think Ascent is that kind of map here. And let's see if the comps will reflect that. I mean, we're seeing, so far, we're definitely going to see a Sova here from Shinobi. And overall, this doesn't seem too out of the ordinary from both of our teams. It seems like they want to play this a little bit more by the book and get a consistent game here where they can really show off how much they practice instead of like the crazy strats and comps that they prepared.
Yeah, in fact, the 2 agent team comps right now look pretty much identical. The only difference you're seeing is preference. It's either Brimstone or Omen, or you want Killjoy or Cypher. But in the end, it's pretty much identical. So we are going to see, like you said, a pretty standard team compositions across the board here as we move into our deciding match here on Ascent for UAC's promotion tournament. We are here on Season 2 to find out who will be moving to Division A.
Yeah, and as we load onto Ascent here, quick shout out to our amazing partners at Logitech G. If you're looking to supercharge your gaming setup so you can hashtag keep playing, check out Logitech's amazing gaming gear at logitech.acadArena.com or type !Logitech G in the chat. So this is the last game of this series, and both of our teams here are very, very hungry. They're looking quite proficient with these two comps. Let's see, Ascent is really the equalizer here, of really the testing your fundamentals of Valorant.
All right, we're just getting a bit of a group huddle here in spawn, as we did see also earlier on Bind. You know, just the teams loosening up and getting that composure before we move on into this round.
Oh,
Again,
make a wish as well.
Oh yeah, they
Or
were
the Source.
You got the Brimstone just planning out the strats, planning out those lineups on Ascent.
Yeah, they are known for that team meeting before the round, before the game begins. Let's hope that they've got everything down pat. Looking at the map right now. But yeah, I got a little bit of a pause here to keep everything, make sure everything's in line. But let's see. Yeah, this game, I'm super excited for everything. Meanwhile, we've got Chicey and the gang here, just making their own rituals. A little bit of a huddle with a turret.
Bit of a dance going on here, syncing up their moves.
Turret's just confused. Like, what the hell are these guys doing?
I would be if I was a turret too. But yeah, I mean, this game gonna be interesting. Like you said, we're working with. It seems like every game we've had between these two teams so far, there was a pretty significant change in team composition. You know, game 1 was the Viper, game 2 was the double duelist with the Raze and the Jet, and this time we're kind of moving back to the team composition we've been seeing maybe in the past 2 or even 3 patches, which is, you know, you see the Jet Reyna, and then just fill in the blanks. You know, which is obviously probably over Omen or Killjoy.
And then you've got the Sova, of course. But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see like Astra come in here, but like Doc said, it's a little bit too slow paced for the way most teams. I hope people outside are okay. I'm hearing like fire truck, but yeah, this game is really. It seems like both of our teams are really taking the time here, just to make sure they're all ready for what's coming. Because we saw how the previous games were; they were very, very close, and right now, it's really going to be the test of how much they've learned so far, whether it's Division A or Division B. All the opponents they've faced, all the lessons that they've gotten from them, this is really the test of that, in Ascent, no less.
Yeah, that's why you put yourselves in the shoes of each team, and you're not surprised that there's no Astra, because teams haven't exactly had an opportunity to test out Astra in a competitive setting. You know, we're not really even seeing Astra even in other regions, you know, unless you've got those combos with the gravity well of the Astra down pat, then you're probably not going to use her just because the pacing is a lot different. You know, there's so much to communicate in terms of the stars and using the concussion as well. So a lot to take into account. You just kind of don't want to bother with all of those things, you know, put pressure on yourself with that agent pick. So we are going for standard picks as we begin this round. Seems like it's going to be an A push here for the Spades.
And just gonna come through. It seems like they're gonna rush, actually, get that orb control. No one's actually contesting it at this point, but Mapua should know what's coming here. Or rather, New Era University should be seeing what's coming. Close the door on that. Standard by the book, A push in round 1. We'll see how everything plays out.
All right, we're seeing a bit of a cheeky TP here. Sirius gets the kill there onto Takashi. So far, things looking good for the attacking team. Brim a bit low on HP, but the bomb at least has been planted. Unable to close the door there, or rather, I think it was already broken.
Already broken at that point.
4v5 here.
But we've got all angles covered. Now that after the attack, they still have all 5 members. That means every angle of entry here is covered here. So Chicey hanging around behind that box. Shinobi maybe can make something happen there, but Ionix having a little bit of trouble pushing in from tree, but from behind, that is going to be Shinobi, like a ninja indeed, going for the backstab. Sirius as well is going to take down Ionix. Ice Blue Mink is cracked against the headshot. They're fighting over who's going to defuse, but it seems like it's not going to be Ice Blue Mink, that's for sure.
Yeah,
round 1.
Showing up once again. You know, he's been showing up this whole series just consistently on this Jet, of course. And we did see, of course, the flank, like you said, they're coming from the Sova, which is actually pretty huge because that did give Ice will make a bit of a room to breathe there and get a couple of frags for himself. So things looking good in this first round. The last time we saw maybe an early pistol round win That was, I think, from the Spades earlier on in the previous game. But now the lead is going to be in the hands of NEU this time. Let's see if they can keep this up. They are going to go for a couple of buys. Not as aggressive a buy as I was expecting. They actually went for Ghosts instead of all Specters.
But for now, splitting up their attack here, checking out one around A main. Meanwhile, just hang around B lobby here, making sure that there's nothing too fancy going on. Just playing it a little bit slow. After all, they are a little bit behind here. But we'll see. No pushes just yet. Checking out how mid, nothing so far. But Ionix peeking a little bit onto that. Let's see though if they will go for the push.
Yeah, Chicey doesn't have any info here as it was smoked by Brim. They don't know that there's this long rotation happening now over at spawn. They're slowly moving over to B. 2 members still over at A.
Yeah, floodgates are open though. Both teams know what is up. NEU, will they go for the rotate? Yes, they are. Can Mapo University get the push in before reinforcements arrive? It seems like the smokes will be coming down very soon. TG is hanging around here, making sure everything's all well and good. Meanwhile, while the Brimstone is going for those smokes. Yeah, ult S coming up, knives out here. Will they go for the kill onto Shinobi? But no, Ionix is cracked. Double headshot on that Ghost. That's gonna come through. Sears gets a kill onto Shinobi, but it's way too late at this point. Ice Blue Mink, can he clutch this out? No, Serious. Oh man, Serious could not clutch that, and he goes for the tailwind. He gets demolished.
They just lined up on that speedway there close to the site, and Ionix gets an easy 2K headshot with the Ghost there. So clearly just such a efficient buy from them. And they are going to be going through bonus round now. So that's going to be full buys almost across the board. Each going to have to go for half shield, of course, in favor of the utility on that Cypher. But we're going to be seeing a Bucky come through, as well as a Judge and a couple of Specters here.
We're going to have to watch those corners, yeah. But we'll see. They're hanging around mid. Let's see if they can go mid and then see where they can go from there. Chicey, finding Chicey is going to be backing off from there. That should signal to the rest of Mapo where to go here. Meanwhile, they have people watching over A main and around B main as well, but they are going to go to rotate. Signal that Sunty gets a kill onto Ice Blue Mink. That's basically their top fragger down here, which could signal them to go for an aggressive push onto A from the balcony coming through, but Sunty gets burnt to the toast here as Nan coming in as well, taking cover around Hell. Takashi trying to get some kills for his team here, but a spike has been planted, and with them over at Heaven, over at Garden as well, can they make something happen? Shock Darts to really prevent their entry there. Takashi gonna try and route down here to Tree. Maybe we can find someone around Cubby. It's going to come through. Sunty, though, getting a kill onto Takashi here, getting punished. And it's going to be Shinobi. So low.
All right, Sunty with a good hold there onto the garden area. And that's really going to just pretty much make this unwinnable. Doesn't
check your 6, man.
All right, he can mix that one up. Pretty much expected since they did go for the full buy, but would have been a huge bonus there if NEU did win that, but they will lose that one. We got an ultimate here, ready up for Brimstone as Sunty. We see him, just kind of walk up. Of course, this was pretty much unwinnable at this point for the Sova with, I don't know if that's 1 HP or full HP. Looks like 1 HP.
I didn't hear him jump up the balcony.
Yeah, just jumping up there. And it's going to be an ult ready for Sunty. They do have full buys now, though, for the defending team, although Shinobi and Takashi had to go for half shields. So not going to be as safe as ideally.
Yeah. Let's see if that does get, punished here going to this game. But seems like they really like going into this mid push here and then go from there after a pick. Let's see if Mapo University will get that indeed. Meanwhile, they've still got 2 players on each flank here just to cover any approaches, but seems like the big fight here is happening around Pizza, around mid. We'll have to see if anyone goes for any rotates.
Yeah, let's see if this works for NEU because they're giving up a lot of space at mid. They're playing back here on spawn. Maybe just gonna try and go for those double peaks on defense. We see an ult getting ready, I think, here. Oh, there it goes onto spawn to give some space. Shinobi gets poked a bit here. You see a bit of damage, but now the whole team is gonna move on to B site here. They are already on the site, gonna take out 2 kills really quick there from the Spades.
And they really play that orbital strike perfectly. They swing just as it comes out, though. So Ionix is fighting it out here at this point. 3v3 now with a full health Reina pretty much, but coming in from market, or yeah, it's gonna be last player standing here for New Era University. Meanwhile, Mapua still going strong. Ice Blooming, can he make something happen here? Checking Boathouse, see if anyone's there. Almost missed the peak there. It seems like they're just giving him a few love taps at this point, but he will be caught in a crossfire here if he's not careful. Spike is ticking down. He's gonna make a move, at least damage the Econ. He trapped them here just to make sure that they can't get it, but it seems like Mapua University takes this round away.
All right, that's the right way to play. You know, they just waited for him to walk in, try to go for that crossfire. They're able to secure that round. So now it's even 2-2 again, looking like another close game here between our two teams. None of them gonna want to give this up because it does immediately secure them a slot in Division A. No one is gonna want to have to go through another series of games tomorrow.
NEU needs to stop giving control of the center to Mapua here, because, like I said, they give a lot of space down, which means while they're being pressured mid, that leaves the approach open to either A main or B main, in which that's what Mapua has been doing here. But here comes Ionix. Oh, all of his daggers missing. That's gonna be it for him at that point. New Era University feeling the heat of TG. Gonna back off from that smoke here. Shinobi making sure nothing too fancy happens around there. Rainer, though, getting a kill onto Ice Blue Mink, and with a 5-3 on the board here, it's good that they have full control of B.
Yeah, NEU, they did go for the save, so Ionix was just hoping for a cheesy kill or two maybe there on A main, but he doesn't get it, and now it's going to be 3v5. Oh, TG gets one, and that's going to leave 2 left. Do we get the plant here? Yes, we do. It's going to be over at B. And now the team is going to rotate. Let's see if NEU can maybe get a couple of picks. Try and make the most out of this round.
Yeah, maybe they can make something happen. One tap on the Sheriff could be deadly. They're just trying to find someone, at least to damage the economy here of Mapua University. It seems like they're not TG's not having any of it. Gonna shoot him down. Chaisi, though, gets the double onto Santi and Nan. Not enough time for the defuse from this distance, but he is going for it.
Actually, TP's into the wall bang there, but let's see what he can do. The 2K, oh, gets spotted there by Ziranir, and that is going to be another round. Going over to the Spades. So, things looking good so far. Bit of momentum going for the Spades this time, and so looking, of course, at the economy, they did save that round, so now's the chance for NEU to buy up. Not seeing anyone saving for an op, and I guess what's interesting this time is Ionix. He was the Viper in Game 1, so he switched over to Raze in Game 2, and now he's on Jet, while Ice Blooming...
Really versatile players.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, actually. Our collegiate players, lots of flexible players. Sometimes it's, sometimes it's a pro, but also switching between agents so frequently does put some people off. You know, sometimes you really have to just get used to the pace of that new agent. You know, Ice Blooming kind of had something going already on the Jet, so for him to switch off of it and move into the Reina, you just have to wonder if that was the best choice. But, you know, in the end, no point thinking about that. Let's just hope that they're able to keep this performance up and Ice Blooming do something on this Reina.
Yeah, and I feel like if Ice Blooming is like their go-to here, they're pretty much their bagger here for this game, having a Reina might not be too bad. Able to snowball after getting these kills, especially with ult up, could mean a difference here once Ice Blooming actually gets that ult up. We're gonna have to see. Seems like they will divide their attack once again. Maybe they'll go through mid, but it doesn't seem like that's their setup right now.
Yeah, they will be early op here, actually, from Ionix, just aggressively holding A site here, but there is going to be a couple of smokes. It looks like another mid push coming through for the Spades as they walk up towards the cubby here. Going to be 2 members guarding 3. Ice Blooming with the Empress. Let's see if he can get a couple of frags here. The flash comes through, doesn't get any. He's actually one tap there by Nan as the rest of the members try and follow up. Chaisi, though, able to take out Sunti. Now it's going to be a 4v3. Couple of kills coming through. Ionix able to get one, but Sirius takes out the Jet there. And now it's a 3v3 as they go for the plant.
Let's see, they've got the side lockdown. The door is closed. Hunter's Fury comes out, gets the plant before the Hunter's Fury comes through. And though, I'm gonna try and find something behind that box, possibly no one right there. They do have someone on a ham. Find things under control, or rather, hell, is under control. Hunter Fury here just to prevent the approach. Cashed him out, doesn't get the kill for the second hit, but it is going to push in NEU away for now. He's trying to free fire into health here at this point. Come in from tree as well, jumping down. Punishes that, and it's going to be 1v1 here. But it's going to be Chicey, extremely low in HP versus Sirius, who is ready with that operator. Going to go for the teleport, actually. Here's a defuse. Does he actually have time? If he does stick this, but no, he just gets shot down. And Sirius swaps over to a Vandal.
Yeah, the composure coming through. Sirius knew he just had to wait for the last second there to go for the op. So again, another round going over to them. Looked pretty close. You know, the NEU looked like they might have actually been able to defend that. But in the end, it will be going over to the Spades. And looking at the ults, we do have the ult there from, I believe, Chicey on the Omen there. And then we also have the Hero Theft as well on the Cypher. So 1-to-1 on the ults. But again, the pressure is now on NEU as they are slightly behind.
Seems like now they're paying a little bit more attention to mid here. And actually, we'll try and go peek at Ionix here. Lurking around under the Leer, under the dark cover. Maybe he can infiltrate here. Ionix so far up front, but it seems like Mapo University is like, okay, we're not going through mid this time.
Yeah, he hasn't done this before. This is the first time he's pushing really hard up mid, and I don't think they know that he's here. All of the members right now are moving towards B, and they have no idea that Ionix is here. So this is potential for a pretty huge flank right now. Cage is up
but they are checking their corners, which is good. They know that it can come, the flank can come here, and it seems like Ionix going for the Metal Gear Solid play here. A lot of shots coming in from the link. But Sunky, will he get punished? He's walking through the smoke, actually goes for the peek, takes down Takashi. This is going to be really dangerous. I feel like, no, Ionix gets called out on this flank as TG takes him down. Sunky takes on Chicey here, coming in from main. And it is going to be contentious as NEU. They are feeling the heat of the assault of Mapo University.
Oh, wow.
Let me go with a one tap. Oh. Let's
Nice
see if
there.
that even the rates here.
Yeah, so 2v4. The Cypher quite low. Ice Blooming also at 50 HP, so this is pretty much a done deal. Sirius finishing that one off, and now it's only Shinobi with the Sheriff here. But yeah, you know, just really well played from the Spades there. They were calm and just moving over to B side, even with Ionix trying to go for that mid push. You know, Cypher just able to put down the utility and spot that flank out so they can keep themselves safe as they went for the plant. So momentum now is clearly on Spades side here. They've won it 3 rounds in a row, and it just seems like NEU is having a hard time reading Mapua's movement here. They haven't been able to follow on the attack here at most of the time. When they go for the retake, they're like a minute late, you know, really just trying to follow through from the other side. So they're really gonna have to hold and take more control of the map, because it seems like they lose out as the round passes.
Yeah, but they are contesting mid now at this point, but Nan goes for the immediate headshot onto Ionix. They are going to be stuck here around Pizza. Chicey flushed out with a molly. Funky gets the kill. This is not looking good here for NEU, and I think the word that Dax would find here is commanding, right? They're not commanding enough, NEU, so their defense here is flimsy in the way that they concede a lot from Mapua, and here Ice Booming tries to go for something again, but against 3, you're going to get a headshot by one of them, goes down. It's just going to be them trying to hold down A here, but the plant is coming.
Yeah, everyone just in sync and moving together on the side of the Spades. 2 members now coming in from spawn. We do have the lockdown from Killjoy, so there is a slight chance they can make this work, but now that some time has passed, I don't think this is going to work out. They might just save here. Save
I think that's the call.
Next round.
I think that's the call here, and just walk on over, check your corners, save those guns. Is that an Odin that I saw? But yeah, just save those guns. That's a very expensive gun that Shinobi has, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to lose that moment in the next round. But Shinobi actually gets a cheeky kill onto Sunky. They all know where he is. Recon coming out.
Oh. Not sure where that thought was going, but
it caught someone coming down, but it wouldn't have been enough to kill Shinobi. No, he loses.
Oh no! That's gotta feel bad. They were trying to save those, but that's gonna be some damage to the economy there. Looking at the buys right now, it's gonna force a couple of weird buys. Maybe an Ares comes through, yeah, for Shinobi, a Judge, and a Bucky.
LMGs, huh?
Yeah, So
But
they're gonna
Ionics
have
with
to.
Bucky. We've seen Jets with Bucky's tear up house here. We're
Mm.
gonna see if it's actually going to matter. I mean, we'll see if this comes through. There's not really a full buy coming in for this team, and that just means Mapua University's momentum is going to get even stronger coming into the post. Gets a punch for the Vandal here. Jumping up with the updraft for those shotgun shots, but Onyx is not having any of it. Yoshinobi comes in with a Spectre, turns into Ghost. They're going to have to back off there. Mapua University feeling the heat, a new era now coming through with a defense without all these rifles. It's like you underthrew them. It gets taken down as a flawless round here from the NEU squad.
That's definitely what we want to see more of as the game goes through. You know, they were, as much as it was kind of a cheeky thing to do, it works. You know, they were able to hold down B main there. They were able to take out that attack there from Mapua. So you can't let the Spades get the ball rolling early on in the round. You know, you can't let them keep doing or take control of the pace of the round.
Yeah, they're more assertive that round, and I want to see more of that here because I think that's the key. If the opponent is playing super aggressively here, like Mapua is, then definitely asserting your own dominance is going to be the name of the game. We'll see though. Mid,
it's all about that controlled aggression, I think. You know, coming in.
Yes, calculated attack. We'll see. They're coming through. He is stuck there if he doesn't make anything happen. But Ice Blooming getting the leer out just so he can try and cross here, but he's gonna be stuck here. The Molly is gonna come through. No, that's a roast pizza. That's a pizza and oven right there. And he goes down. Zeriner getting the headshot on Ice Blooming. But here, Shinobi lurking around the smokes. Let's see if he can make something happen. Sun right around there. Gets caught. That flick onto his head, to his back, means that Shinobi goes down. It's going to be Mapua University looking to try and take A here a little bit slowly after that really aggressive opening.
I mean, I'm surprised that the Reina was there for that long in pizza. I figured he was going to run as soon as he threw out those flashes, but he gets toasted there by the Brimstone. And so now we're going to see.
He's hungry, man. It's dinner time.
Yeah, true.
Get those pizza.
For those in the Philippines, it's 6:30 right now. So thanks for sticking around for these exciting games so far. The ult comes through, though. That's going to open up some space here for the Spades as they go on to B site. That is a 4v3. So they do have a bit of an advantage here. They've also got the Hunter's Fury for that post-plant situation. So let's see if they can use that one. Killjoy still has the lockdown, but Sirius at 1 HP here, just going to hug his corner.
Like, so this is pretty much like 3v3.5 here with a super low health guy, but one member goes down for NEU. Another falls down. It is going to be Chicey here. Possibly could clutch this, but the teleport back into the workshop means that something's not having any of it.
Yeah, unlucky, as they say on streams. It's unlucky for that guy, as he is taken out by the Classic there. So it is still momentum, you know, definitely still on the Spades side. The economy is just looking great for them. They're pretty much stacked so far. Wouldn't be surprised if Sirius eventually tries to go for an op. But so far, you know, NEU, we saw semblance of map control in the previous round, or at least the round before the previous round. But now, you know, again, they're just kind of surrendering mid as they kind of play back here. They only have one here. Aeonix actually goes for an op here into Cubby, but he's smoked out immediately. As I think Jet just went down.
Yeah, not finding too much purchase there, but yeah, one member down from a floor should cut down on how much aggression they can put out here. They're going to have to see. They do cross through mid, maybe going for A here at this point. They have to see. Checks that corner, and Ice Blooming goes down. None gets his heal up. Here comes through, gonna push through the smoke at this point. Door getting closed on them, but Ionix gets the off shot, but immediately gets punished by TG before the door comes down. That's going to be Zerenir crossing through mid. Maybe they're going to go for B instead. Who's going to get there first? It seems like Mapua is going to get the lead initiative here onto the NEU B site. We'll see. Coming in from Market, maybe catch someone out. Shinobi gets the headshot as the door gets closed. Could be one full mag here to take that along with TG with a late refrag at that point, but Kakashi is the one to cover that for him. And Mapua University, one member, but they do have the plant already. And EU doesn't have a lot of info on where he might be That's going to be a recon bolt out there. That should, from the trajectory, they should know that it might be around Boathouse here. But Renner gets the kill through the wall, gets the headshot too. It is going to be the Hunter's Fury, but not onto the spike. But he finds Takashi, and Takashi gets the headshot on him. A little bit too early on that Hunter's Fury right there. And another win here for New Era University, cutting that momentum short.
Yeah, that felt like a misplay, actually, I think, on both sides. You know, you had the Omen pushing up before the lockdown actually activates. And then you also had the Hunter's Fury come up at the last second. So a bit of misplace there, but in the end, that does go to NEU since they did have the numbers advantage earlier on. And that is going to kind of reset things a bit and break the winning streak that the Spades have kind of built up for themselves so far. So that's definitely good news for NEU to bring themselves back to even as we slowly close out this first half. There will be a judge actually for Aeonix who's going to be holding an angle here on A main.
Just a really cheeky angle. They do have a camera to watch there, but they might not see Aeonix here coming in from that corner, lurking, crouching like a leopard there, looking for prey. But it seems like NEU once again conceding mid, but it doesn't seem like Mapua is hard pushing onto that. But it does give them the freedom to cross over here onto Boiler and into Tree. So it's gonna be judge not panning out well for Aeonix.
Definitely not. That's going to be the ult coming through here from TG to spot the rest of the members. There's only 3 left, although 2 of them are already here on Heaven A side, so they will go for the plant. That's 2 members down from attack, actually. I think they both went down from Tree, so this is pretty huge. It even seems out it's going to be a 3-3. Bomb hasn't been planted yet. TG going to try and use these traps to keep them at bay here in Heaven.
Just really firing here through the walls, through the floorboards here of Hell. And this defuse got delayed by like 5 seconds because of the swarm grenade. So that might actually come into play here as both of these teams kind of in a standoff, just looking for something serious. Finds Purchase with his knife. And let's see if he can make more happen here. Chaisi once again tries to go for a cheeky teleport, but doesn't come through. That's going to be Takashi taking down Zirner, but Sirius is able to go for the repack to finish the round. Mapua taking that round.
Yeah, I get the idea there. I see what the Omen was trying to do, but unfortunately the frames did not work in his favor as he was caught off a bit before the teleport could come through. And so that's going to be an 8-4 sizable lead now for the Spades as he switch sides. Now they're going to be on the defense, and it's going to be NEU's turn to attack. Let's see what Nan can do, or rather what NEU can do here with the Reyna Jet. I'm curious to see how they're going to use this. Also the Killjoy on defense, you know, they with the Omen, you know, as well on attack versus the Brimstone. It's always interesting to see how Brimstone Omen matchups go against each other, because the Brimstone, or rather the Omen, does have the paranoia as an advantage for an additional flash there.
Yeah, this does lean into NEU's comp being a little bit more aggressive with the paranoia there, having the bullets there. But Sirius gonna get punished for his peak, not getting full kills though. Does trade out a lot of HP, and Aeonix goes down to Nan, healing him up. Nice here, Chaisi gonna be finding Purchase here once again. Sunti going down, and he's gonna be going on to mid. We'll see how he plays this out.
Yeah, it's a 4v4, so both teams still very much in this, although the one carrying the bomb
He's clear as hell.
1 HP, but it looks like they will try to maybe push up mid. We see 2 members moving up through Cubby right now, and the smoke comes through just to keep them safe in case anyone from defending side spots anyone at mid.
But it seems like they're not finding anyone too much. They're a little bit afraid to go for the full peek onto mid. Meanwhile, NEU, they don't have the intel on B here, so they're not going for it just yet. And they're pretty much committing here with a cross over to A. And at this point, someone from Mapua finally, someone from the Spades finally checks out A, finds no one. It is going to be going down here to the Ghost. Plant coming through, but it seems like Sirius will try to go for punish at this point, but gets whacked like Chaisi with that distance. That wasn't a frenzy shot, that was a pistol whip to Frenzy, and it turns out to take the PG. Ziriner though finishes it off against Takashi. Really angry for his team there.
Yeah, I got kind of lost there the last couple of seconds on that round, but that is going to go over to the Spades, 9-4, because they did win that round. They will be buying up a couple of Spectres although the other team is going to be forcing into a couple of stingers and half shields. This is something we have not seen in a while, ever since the stinger was nerfed. But let's see what they can do with these buys. It's someone switches over to a frenzy, but regardless, it's the same thing. It's going to be a rush through B main. Syrian right now. Gonna spot this one out with a dart.
They get found here by that recon. Well, Ionix comes in really, really aggressively. You can find someone here. No one else on the site at this point, and Mapua feeling the heat.
Okay, now they're going to be moving in. Nano Swarm comes through. But Sunti trying to hold there on the angle. It's a 5v3 right now. And now it's going to be all about the post plan. A couple of members here trying to get some damage. Sirius gets one. Tries to dash away, but he knocks into his teammate, I think. Though it's still going to work out. 3v3. Though Sunti does fall. A couple of bullets coming through from B main as Aonix tries to hold here on spawn with the Spectre.
Can't quite peek. There's a huge crossfire here between 3 members that they're gonna have to watch out for coming in. But the spike is counting down. It is counting down quick. No, not gonna go for a cheeky teleport just yet coming through. But now he is. Will he get punished for it? No, he doesn't even get the chance as his friends back him up. That's gonna be NEU taking away this round.
All right, the stingers work out for them, I guess, in that attacking side. So they will be getting around for themselves now. It's 9-5. Still can't count out Paradigm Esports. Definitely want to win the game today to secure that slot in Division A. But of course, Spades, they did carry a bit of momentum from their previous game. So still feeling good. Looking at the buys, it's going to be a full save, I think, for the Spades here. Maybe a
cheeky shorty from Sirius. Let's see if he makes something happen with that.
Cover going out.
Well, right, it's gonna be
push up mid, I think here. One is guarding Cubby, and they did smoke it off. So it looks like they do want to go for this Cubby push here. Sunti spots them out though. So he is gonna put down a smoke.
But it seems like Ice Blue Mink, he's gonna challenge the one here, but he's gonna get caught in a nasty crossfire if ever pushes. Says hi to the dog graffiti over there. Oh no, Sunti catches him slipping. Ice Blue Mink gets that soul, and that's going to be the dismissal there. That's gonna be serious. He taking down a Shinobi. Now NEU has a little bit of a lead, but Ice Blue Mink gets punished by the opposing lane, and that comes through with a heal as well. 4v3, and it is gonna be the site locked down here by NEU. Well, not literally locked down by the Killjoy, but like locked down in that they have control over it here. So coming through market, the door is being broken at this point, but they're gonna have to cover their flanks with that tripwire. They're gonna walk into Ionix here. Let's see if they get called into it.
Oh, Ionix still hiding there under that step. Let's see if they find him. Dart is gonna come through. Oh, TG spotting out Shinobi there. He is gonna get the kill. Oh, Tyranneer spotted out here as well. Can he make it though? He is going to fall down. Spectres coming through to the attacking side. And finally, Paradigm Esports finding some momentum here to try and turn things back to even.
Seems like NEU are really more comfortable in the attack here. You see that they're more confident in their use of their abilities to just make sure that flushing people out of cover, making sure that they have nowhere else to go, and then get bodied once they get out of that cover here. So NEU, this could be the half where they find these dubs, but Mapo University, they're gonna have to readjust how they approach this.
Yeah, it looks like there still is enough money for a full buy across the board here for the Spades. They are still split up here. Ice Blue Mink has really done a good job, at least especially the previous round, of creating space for his team here. Oh, there's going to be a flash coming through. Gets tapped a bit there, so he loses his shield.
That's going to get spotted out.
Still regain control here of mid. The drone comes through. Let's see what information Space can get from this. Sirius landing a headshot there, but unable to finalize the kill.
Now, that's really the reality of that. Sunti, though, gets the double kills with that Vandal. Takashi gets a kill onto Sirius as well. We're going to have to see as going through mid. That's a point of contention. Sunti goes down. Ziraner, does he want to walk up there? I don't think so. And that's going to be NEU with a spike all the way across mid. And they're going to have to be really sneaky if they want to pick that up.
Yeah, no smokes either. So they're going to have to just really run across mid and hope that they don't get caught there. Now a swarm placed right near the bomb. Let's see if Shinobi can walk up here and try to get something. The dart comes through, just making this nearly impossible. Trying to wall bang Engineer, trying to hold up mid here.
They're Recon ball back there. That's
Player
going to
standing.
be the peak right there, taking him down at McCoy University. The Spades take this 10th round, or rather 10th win that they have. Oof.
All right, that's a pretty big round there for Spades to bring things back in their favor, since NEU was kind of on a 2-win streak there. So they're able to regain a bit of control, and they're 2 rounds away, actually, just like that, Ron.
Mhm.
Sorry, 3, from securing their slot in Division A. You know, they had a pretty disheartening game 1, but they were able to bring things back now in game 2 and now game 3. Now NEU, although they did have a great first game, you're gonna have to find a way to adjust, you know, especially on this map that they're playing for the first time
Oh,
here.
Ionics, though, really aggressively pushing up onto A. Let's see if he finds anyone with the updraft tailwind over on top of Generator. Not finding anyone with the knives just yet, but you have to Killjoy to cover the entry. She's gonna get pushed out of that.
Taking so much damage there.
Just like
You're gonna
that,
have to back off. 27 health left. The 2 members of the attacking team are already down despite the space that was created by Aeonix there. They're gonna go for the plant, but not sure if they can hold up for the post plant. Team shooting down over at Hell right now. And Aeonix almost gets hit by that shock dart. It's moving around now. There goes the kills through. EG with the 2. Can he make it 3? Just looking for the last one. But Takashi answers. Traded immediately though by Sirius, and that is going to be another round. 2 rounds to go now for the Spades.
Man, Ionics went hard on that round, but it didn't really pay off. And with all of that mobility used up, after getting out, after being forced out of heaven, they didn't really have a lot of dueling potential, or rather fighting potential, once Mapua went for the retake there. So NEU, they're facing their... Yeah, Mapua University is 2 wins away from taking this series, and New Era, they have to get going here. Paradigm Esports, if they want to shift the paradigms of UAC next split, next season, then they're going to have to step it up.
It was unfortunate too, because in that previous round, I think it was a Blade Storm and the Killjoy lockdown used, so it did not work out. So they still do have 2 ults up as they push into B side. Aeonix really gonna fall.
Oh no!
He's taken out so quickly. Ziranir with a 2K on that Ares, and now the Hunter's Fury is gonna come through there, I believe, from NEU. Not gonna be able to pick anyone out, and that's still 3 ults here in the bank of the Spade.
Aeonix got clotheslined hard by that tripwire. And that actually is a huge punish there by Mapua. And Sunky are going to try and find a few kills, but it seems like it's not happening just yet. Play it a little bit slow. They did take over mid at this point, and really choking out the space that NU has in this round.
Oh, okay, nice pick there from Nan. At this point, just looking rough. Shinobi able to get one on Sirius. Takashi trying to make something happen here. Gets the kill there with the Phantom. Now 2v3. This is actually winnable. Shinobi gets another.
Winnable.
Now 2 for 2. Oh, but they get flanked there by Santi. Had no idea he was there, and the volley comes through. But Takashi at least able to get the bomb. He's going to be able to plant. But now there's 2 members of the Spades closing in with 100 Fury as well.
Potentially winnable, especially if the Killjoy has their utility up. Takashi gonna go for the peek here. Immediately gets headshot by Santi. Oh man, he got beamed right there. That's gonna be the DQs here going to Mapua Spades.
It was a good effort, but the timing, again, just unlucky there as Santi peeks with the flank. If Santi honestly was not in the right place at the right time, that could have easily been around on the NEU. But that is the power, I guess, maybe of experience even from the Spades. You know, just knowing that they had so much control of the map at that point, they could just go for the flank and close in on NEU.
I do like the call to walk out though instead of just waiting in boathouse, because if you just stay in boathouse, then you're just gonna get 2 man.
Yeah.
At least with that, you can maybe get a backstabbing kill onto someone and then try to duel the other guy. But you know, it didn't work out. I think it was the right call though. So NEU, they just have to brush up on their aim. The timing as well, a bit unlucky. We'll see though. University match point coming in for this best of 3. It's gonna be really, really tough.
All right, bit of a different approach here. We saw Ice Blue make, I think, trying to push up top mid. Oh, Nan gets Aeonix, and that's definitely not what they need right now. Just good awareness from Nan, but Ice Blue is going to trade. So it's going to be 4v4. Hunter's Fury is up for the defending team, though. We'll see as he is waiting at mid. That's the Empress pop there by NEU. Try and go for a push right now, but no
He's
one.
really lurking in that smoke there. I don't think anyone's gonna find him just yet. Shinobi, will he walk into him? This is so tense.
Oh.
He seems like he's just gonna back out.
Yeah, Santi backing out a bit. feeling that someone's going to be pushing up A. Ice Blue Mink gets one kill there, creating space to maybe go for the plant now here on A. It's a 4v2 to keep themselves alive potentially unless the clutch comes through. Hunter's
Spike
Fury is
planted.
up here for the Sova, and Cypher is here
Last
too.
player standing.
Oh, never mind.
Blooming catches him slipping there, and Zirenair goes down. I think NEU, they're fighting back. They're not to be trifled with. It is going to be this. They're going to have to win though. Like what, 6 rounds straight for this to work? And that kind of play is going to have to be pristine from the New Era squad.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle, and that's probably an understatement just considering everything, but we are going to see a save come through from the Spades this time, maybe a couple of Sheriffs and a Spectre, but nothing too fancy as they are going to play for the long game here and go for a full buy next round. Looking at the ults, we do have 2 from the defender side, maybe we'll see a Blade Storm come through from Jet, but the lockdown is up for the Killjoy. Okay, early push here onto mid. Very aggressive defense here coming through from the Spades. They're able to get one, but that's about it. And now there's only 2 members left here on the defending side. No cheesy kills. Except for the one there onto Jet. So we'll have to see. Oh, there's the Blade Storm. He popped a little bit late. Nan gonna try and do what he can. Gets the one tap there. So there's a bit of hope right now here. Oh, but Sirius is taken out there with the flank coming through from Takashi. It's a plant though. Coming through. There's the kill for Nan. Gonna see if he can clutch this out for his team. He's gonna have to walk across mid. Not sure how much HP. He's got like 1 HP right now. So this is gonna be a really, really rough push right now here for Nan. He's got 20 HP. He has the ult if he decides to pop this and clutch it out for his team. But he might just be playing a bit reserved. 2 members here of NEU are going to go for the crossfire. He's going to play it patiently. Taps the bomb. Has no idea where they are. Goes for the 1 kill. He's still alive. Oh, almost clutches that one out. But unfortunately, there is going to be the kill there going on to Shinobi. And now it is 8-12. NEU are holding on. Nearly lost that previous one. But they are going to keep things alive. The dream is alive for NEU to secure their slot here on Division A. Meanwhile, though, this is going to be a bit of a different round because the Spades are going for a full buy. So this is going to be obviously harder on the attacking side. Let's see what setup they go for this time. Looks like it might be an A push. Bit of an early shock dart there just to check if anyone was going for an early pick. But it seems like the Spades are playing back a bit right now. We see Nan here playing back in heaven. Bit of a slower push this time as most members of NEU are coming from top mid. We see them slowly moving up catwalk as the other members are rotating from spawn onto B. Not much info just yet. Still going to be playing this one a little slow. 4 ultimates here on the side of NEU as there's a bit of an exchange here on tree. Flash comes through, but Sirius able to wall bang Ice Blue Mink. That's going to be huge now. Actually did have the ult, I think. Now going to be seeing Chicey. Ooh, gets the frag there. It's a 2K for Chicey right now, and he's going to go for the TP there, but he immediately cancels as Nan falls. It's going to be a 4v2. Things looking good right now for the attacking side. Really important round. Actually, every round at this point is honestly important for NEU to keep the dream alive. 2 members spotted out there on a main. So Soba is going to know this. 2 members, though, very low for the attacking side, so this is still possibly winnable. TG trying to take out the turret right now. Oh, TG is going to get 1, 2. Wait, Zirenair gets 2 kills here. Is this winnable, actually? Taps the bomb. Oh, taken out, though, by Chicey, who was waiting there at door. So, again, another close one. And the Spades really just scaring Paradigm Esports into losing their position here. Now we'll have to see, though. 9-12. NEU really going to have to keep the composure. since every round counts here. I'm sure the pressure, they can probably feel it on their shoulders. Looking at the buys, it looks like MGS Spades going to go for a save. They go for 3 sheriffs here, maybe a Bucky and a looks like a Stinger, I think, on the defense.
Smoke's down.
That this may potentially push to a round 10 unless they can clutch things out. Looking at the approach, we see a split push here. A couple of members on A, a couple on B. Gonna go for picks and try and play off that. But again, it's gonna be another slow push here from NEU. At Zero. Oh, nice pick there from Sirius. That's actually huge, considering this is an eco round. Oh my god. Ice Blue Mink. Able to take one though. Alright, let's see what they decide to go for. The bomb is now moving into A as Shinobi gets another one onto Stunty. Zero looking for the peak, unable to secure one though with that Sheriff, and the flash comes through here as Ice Blue Mink secures Heaven. And now the 2 remaining members of Spades coming all the way from spawn. You know, at this point, since they did go for a save, maybe they can look for a couple of picks and pick up a rifle or 2, and then save those for the next round. But they did go for the save, so this is expected from NEU. TG peeking up, tries to look for a headshot, but they line up for the 4K as Ice Blue Mink gets those kills. And once again, oh man, this is just getting so intense as we still don't know who is going to be the winner for this match. It's been a best of 3. We are on the 3rd game, and whoever wins this game secures their slot for Division A. And the pressure right now on both teams. Spades might feel like they're slowly slipping. Meanwhile, NEU knows that any small mistake could mean the end for them in today's games. Although they will still have a chance to make it to tomorrow's games for the losers bracket. You see the op coming through. Recon Bolt as Stunty is spotted out there. Goes the Hunter's Fury being activated. Gets one, but unable to finish off the kill there onto Stunty. Now Stunty is going to put down a bit of utility as slowly the members of NEU are moving over to A. Alright, they're going to play it a bit slow. We see Jet a bit low on the HP here. Both teams got a couple of ults in the bank. A couple of flashes as well. Brimstone has the ultimate, so this could be huge for the defending side. But right now, we're just going to play it a little bit slow.
Open up the sky!
Pull it down a bit, and just as I was saying, they were going to play it down slow. The ult comes through from the defending team. They thought that it was going to be a rush, but that's huge. Now, Ice Blue Mink gets a kill onto Stunty. It's a 4v5. And now the ults come through. Huge shot there onto Nan. He's gonna fall as well. The Shock Dart actually finishes him off there. And now it is a 5v3 defending team. Gonna have to hold on here. The op comes through. Ice Blue Mink with another one in the bank. He gets 3 kills. And now it's only TG left. Another round for NEU. 4K for Ice Blue Mink. Really just showing up in these past few rounds. And it's, oh my gosh, this is huge right now for NEU. MGS Spades. Slowly, the rounds are slipping out of their hands. They had such a big lead so far. But now in Game 3, last game, it's Ice Blue Mink showing up 23 frags. And just when I was doubting, you know, I was actually doubting his Reyna for just a second. I was wondering, why switch away from the Jet? But he's showing us now that he's equally as effective on this Reyna. Just taking a bit of a breather here, as you guys might be noticing I'm the only one left in this room. I believe my co-caster either disconnected or probably left and ate dinner by himself, you know, just kind of leaving me here on my lonesome. And we're getting a bit of a tactical pause, so just making sure things are smooth for our 2 teams, as every single round counts at this point. Our team's just taking a breather as well. To the viewers out there, if you want to grab food me some McDonald's, that would be great, as I'm really hungry right now and left alone. We're chilling, but I'm sure the 2 teams are not chilling right now. Honestly, every second is just so tense for them. as we wait for the game to resume. If NEU wins this round, they push things to overtime, and our Division B team might have a chance at securing themselves a slot in Division A. So this is really big for them right now. And I can only imagine the kind of tension coming in from the Spades right now. Again, they had such a huge lead. And slowly, it kind of just slipped away. So this round is really going to be it. They have to win this round because pushing it to overtime is going to be a huge opening for NEU in this game. There you go. The timer has resumed as we move into this potential final round. And I've said that every round, honestly. Let's see what kind of approach NEU goes for to keep themselves in. Maybe that was actually a tactical dinner time.
Yeah, back.
There we go. My co-caster is back for what looks like it could be the last round, or might actually
just
be
in time. Oh man, NEU is holding on. Very sorry for that, everyone. My high speed kind of just died. So yeah, get Globe if you want a good connection. But here coming in, NEU though fighting back. Okay, let's get acquainted. Well, you take it away, Nausicaa.
Yeah, that was pretty much like, what, 3 or 4 rounds in a row? Chat, you guys tell me how many rounds it was in a row. I wasn't keeping count. NEU has just been on a streak, and Ice Blue Mink, honestly, has just carried so hard in the past few rounds now. Let's see, though, ops coming through, or rather an op coming through here for NEU on the attacker side, looking for a pick here. And slowly we see members rotating to B. Chicey in a bit of an awkward spot here, but it's fine. He's safe. Probably just going to put up Smoke or two. This Ice Blue Mink now is following up as well. There goes the lockdown. Let's see though if this is actually going to make some space for them.
Yeah, it seems like Ice Blue Mink gets a kill onto there as well, which is going to increase her chances here of taking over. For University, 1 member down.
30 seconds left.
Into this lockdown here, not coming through, but that's another kill here coming into Shinobi. At this point, Ionix jumps up, doesn't find anyone with his pop just yet, but with a spike planted only now, actually, that does mean that McCoy University still has a chance to take this 3-on-5, breaking over the door. None, but that serious goes down to Chicey at this point. And with the knives out here, Ionix finally he gets a super crucial kill here, at least from my perspective. And they turn this 12-12.
Overtime.
Oh my god, guys. We are going into overtime after, what was that? They were at like 12-7. I don't even remember what the score was before Ice Blue Mink just kind of walked all over the Spades here. Honestly, just so instrumental to bringing things to overtime. Honestly, regardless of the results, the Spades, they're going to have to, Paradigm Esports are going to have to treat Ice Blue Mink or something after this match, because he really just carried those next few rounds so hard. Although, of course, everyone was doing their job and playing their role. But now here we are in overtime.
It's definitely tense here coming into this game here, but Ice Blue Mink, if he gets taken out early here, he's going to get spotted out at this point. Flushed out of mid at this point, so we'll see. While playing it slow, they know they can't play it fast and loose anymore. They're going to have to play this by the book. Keep it kosher.
Yeah, I believe that was an op buy as well from Ice Blue Mink at mid, so let's see if he can get an early pick here on attack. We see slowly our rotation going through possibly onto A here from the Spades. Sorry, that was my mistake. That means that was an op buy from Spades, I think, on attack. But we'll see what that is.
See if it pays off, because that is one big investment that will have to make a difference here. So Sirius playing it slow. This does signal to New Era University. They don't know exactly that this is a full stack onto A main. Clearing out wine. This should signal to NEU that something's up along main here at this point, but they're going to come through Paranoia, counter it back. 2 Cloudbursts here just to make something happen, but it is going to be Ice Blue Mink getting a kill down. No, 1 member down here for NEU. Still going to try and finish it out here. Hold his point. Zerinen for the plant. Door has been closed and is full up. Akashi will try and make something happen with a turret, but not finding purchase with it. It's going to be University 4-2. 1 last guy down here for NEU. Takashi gonna try and make something happen, but with a spike counting down and 4 members eyeing every single angle onto heaven. watching any approaches, hunt, tree. And he's gonna get headshot through the wall by Sunti, and it is gonna be Mapua University taking away the
Switching
series
sides.
2-1.
Match point.
No, not yet. Sorry, match point. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's gonna be overtime. Forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say they went for the op buy on defense there and didn't work out for them. So that was pretty big, honestly. Not getting caught by that op, losing a couple of members early on is really huge. So now we're seeing no one's gonna go for the op buy. This time around, it's just gonna be Vandals all around, maybe a couple of Phantoms here and there. But we'll see what approach NEU decides to go for. This is really huge for them. Let's hope that Ice Blue Mink comes through on the attack once again, along with the other members of the team.
And we're gonna have to see though, but Nan covering the arch here. Gonna be a very, very tough approach at this point, but still playing a little bit slow. NEU, they know that they can't really go ham on this one. They're already down 1 this overtime. Nan gonna take a lot of damage. He does need, if he can get a frag and probably get that damage back, Ice Blue Mink is gonna be his opponent. It's like a Wild West duel between these two at this point, but Sirius might be there to throw a wrench in the works, like around the map. Seems like NEU hasn't full committed anywhere just yet, still looking for an opening.
And it's a different kind of pressure too, being on match point and then on attackers. That's a different kind of pressure on a team. And if they win this one, that's going to be really just proof that they really are just toe-to-toe with a lot of the Division A teams. We see a slow rotation now, moving up to B. Main TG takes out Banana's one, but they know he's there, so they're gonna take him out quickly. Now it's a 5v4 as NEU swarms onto B site now. The dart detects someone at spawn as well, and Aeonix finds another kill there. Now it's a 5v3, huge right now.
And they're going to be evening this out if they take this 5v3. Man, TG just picked the worst spot. Sunti gets a kill back, though. Hunter's Fury coming out just to prevent any approaches. Nan coming through with a Leer just to cover that. But it seems like he's not going to find anyone. Sneaky coming in from there. It's going to be him very, very low. Can take that HP back if he gets a kill, but this spike is ticking. Oh, Lord. Nan gets a kill. Ionix finds it back against Sirius. Ice Blue Mink just camping on top of this box.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Sunti, can he make something happen? No, almost gets the 2K against Takashi, but he gets taken down, and it is going to be truly even here. NEU versus Pua. Oh lord.
Alright. NEU able, to just keep their composure and execute an attack like that. So that's huge on them. Now we're going to see Spades on attack once again. And Sunti, honestly, has been pretty huge in this game. He's been able to flank at just the right time here on this map. And he's gotten so many kills on the flank. Right now, though, we'll see them on attack. And the op, once again, for Aeonix. He's going to be holding B here. Try and find a possible pick. He really is feeling confident on this op to maybe get an early pick for his team.
Let's see if it's worth it here. Gonna go for the peek. Doesn't find anyone, but he's gonna be cornered here against a rifle. Can he go for it with a classic? No, Sunti takes him down. Op not worth. Oh lord.
That's actually huge right now, because I've noticed actually in the past couple of games that when Aeonix is on the back foot or when they feel like there's a lot of pressure, Aeonix holds a very aggressive angle. And that seems to have bitten him back there, losing the op. Although not all is lost, it's still a 4v4. Now that we see the rotation coming through to A, the flash comes through. Now they go into tree, and the Stim Beacon goes down. We see though the Omen holding here, but he has to back off with too many members rushing through this site now.
But they have to be prepared at this point. That Molly gave them a lot of leeway. Ice Blue Mink going down here. Nan possibly covering around the generator at this point. Takashi, let's see if something can happen. Alarm bot out indeed. Let's see if he actually finds anyone. That's going to be a lot of intel here for last two members, but it seems like it's not going to be enough. He's going to be stuck under this behind this box here. It's going to be Mapua University for the 1-2 members low. Shinobi trying to make something happen with his big gun that he has. He'll definitely have the ammo for it if he needs to, but it seems like he's going to get pushed out absolutely out of heaven. Have to get that dart out. This is going to be looking tough. Very nice recon bolt. Might not do much, and even with the rotation, might be a little too late for the Sova.
Boys, Spades with a really good attack there. And again, they are going to win this first one. So honestly, at this point, I feel like it's just going to be a question of
Switching
who's going to
sides.
win on
Match
attack,
point.
like the most number of times. Because at this point, it's really they're just switching between attack and finding out who is going to be able to finally successfully defend against any of the approaches here. This time, it's going to be Spades on the defense, and they are probably not going to go for it. I think Sirius is thinking about it. He hasn't bought a gun yet. Probably
It's about
thinking
it's
for an
about who runs out of gas first, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like it's like these Dragon Ball Z fights where the two of them just teleport all around. It's like dead even.
Smoke's down.
Oh man, I'm just clenching wherever you can possibly clench right now. It's such a close game. Let's see. It's going to be another slow approach here, as it has been for both teams, I think, so far. Really just trying to check where they can get picks and then committing as a team when they create an opening.
Playing it slow, lurking around, finding info that they can act upon at this point. So Ionix, let's see if he tries any more of his crazy stunts around here. He does go for the kill on Serenia here. Actually pays off his aggressive play. And let's see if he can follow that up with a momentum.
Man, honestly, it feels like Ionix is perpetually on the attacking side. Whether he's on attack or defense, he's
Oh, definitely.
for those frags. He's got shipped here a bit, though, at mid. The two members know he's pushing up mid, but that's honestly just giving space
Ooh,
for
that's
the
good.
rest of the team to swarm over to A site now. So they're holding here on Spawn Shinobi. Finds a kill onto Nan, and now TG trying to hold here. Chaisi gets one for himself, though, and now it's a 4v2 as Santi is able to once again push through mid, maybe find a couple of picks here.
Trying to find the recon vault here so that Ionix can go for a floor bang at that point, but not finding it just yet. So man, Ice Blooming getting a kill onto Sunti is just going to keep this back and forth going for both of these teams.
There.
Dude, these guys just don't want to eat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're
Switching
Dinner
literally,
is not yet served.
they're literally
Dinner, yeah.
as they're playing. I don't know what they're doing right now, but they seem to still have somehow, pro teams seem to have some fuel left at game 3 overtime. This is why I can't be a pro player. I'm on game 1. If that thing hits like 12-12, I'm out. But these guys,
Too much pressure.
yeah, so much pressure. I've been
Yeah, I get
clenching
you.
for the past 6 rounds. When you DC'd on me, I clenched even harder. I was just like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I hardly have the fuel left here, but these teams just aren't stopping. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Ionix though. He did have a very, very aggressive hold earlier on. Let's see if he does that again. Here, no
Let's
picks here
see.
yet.
Because before overtime, Ionix's super aggressive plays on that jet have been punished heavily. But here, they're finally finding that groove, So maybe he'll be able to make something happen here and try and get it closer being closed out. Let's see. Door being closed. Keep out is the name of the game here for both pro players covering the approach onto Boathouse here. Sirius takes the kill onto Chaisi. 2 members in Boathouse. It's gonna be a juicy shock dart that comes through, but TG actually gets a kill onto Shinobi and just gonna be enough to flush out Ionix. And it is gonna be 4v2
Spike
at this
planted.
point. Just really covering the entrances here. Make sure no one is able to approach. Deny as much time as possible to NEU.
All right, Takashi, let's see what he can do here. Ice Blue Mink, the guy to clutch. If there's anyone that's gonna clutch, it's gonna be him. And also Takashi, apparently. He gets one. It's a 3v2 right now. Takashi looking for another. He's taken out. Oh, they line up there. Sirius and EG and backside are able to secure that one. And
Blooming
now,
kind of hesitated there when he saw Sunti.
Match
Yeah.
point.
I mean, at this point, honestly, it's just Spades. They really want to do well on the defense here to secure this one. And on NEU, well, it's just going to be another attack round, honestly. Just do what they've been doing
Mm-hmm.
and then try to do better on the defense in the next round. Let's see, though. Spades might mix things up a bit. Let's see where they're holding. I see Sirius holding here close to the shed.
This is a full commit onto B main here, coming in from NEU,
Oh,
dashing
they're
up with
rushing.
Ionix. Yeah, they're gonna go for a full rush here. Might not have enough time. Ionix finds a kill onto Duran there. Oh dear. Closing up the door on him as well, and they will have full control of this site. Just have to watch the entries as well. Nan, can he make something happen? Got a plant gonna come
planted.
through. This is gonna be tough for the Spades squad. Can they make the Royal Flush happen?
No charges left.
Ionix once again finds a kill. He's really finding this groove under pressure here. And it's just going to be Nan remaining, and Ionix finds a kill for a 3K. Man, Ionix! he seemed kind of off before overtime, but
Yeah.
it seems like he performs really well under pressure.
They really want this. You can tell this Division B team right now. Paradigm Esports, they're not going to let this slip away, even though they might be considered the supposed underdogs of this match. They really want to take this one. So at this point, you know, NEU, they're not going to go for the op. It seems Aeonix has shied away from that option. He's just going to opt for the Phantom this time. In the position, there's a 3-stack here on A and 2 on B. I'm not sure if this is going to be a full commit onto B from the team. No, it doesn't seem like
They're
it's going to be
sending
a
one
rush.
away. Seems like Aeonix is going to be the one. Okay, they're trying to make NEU think that they're going all the way for B while having Aeonix go for the flank on someone while lurking around. We'll see, but playing it really, really slow. They don't actually find anyone just yet. Shock Dart gonna come through, denying them a little bit of that HP there.
All right, it's going to be a commit here onto B. None falls, and there's no trade there, so Ice Blooming is going to get that kill. Oh, okay, that's going to be the Shock Dart. Zireneer takes out Ice Blooming, and now it's a 3v3. This is the closest I think this has been so far.
Chicey with a cheeky
Overtime.
TP. Oh no, that didn't pay off. Takashi though, once again, one of the last remaining members. It's really important for this Killjoy to stay alive at the very end, but now trying to go for, I think it might be a little bit tough.
All right, let's see if they can make this work. Spades do have a one-man advantage, and for the nth time, Takashi is one of the few left alive here. Let's see if he can try and do something. Try and finding the camp, but shoots at the wrong spot, and that's going to be Aeonix going down. Takashi finds one though. Sirius goes down. Both are on
Hunter
the
kick.
side. The recon ball comes
Oh,
through. They're
no.
going to go for the Hunter's Fury. Definitely a rough one. Is TG once again with the 3G. Gets the 3 kills there. And now
Switching
here we
sides.
are once
Match
again, NEU on attacking side.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. The line here as NEU. Oh man, it's really what you said is true. It's just them swapping over, getting a win each while on attack. And it seems like NEU though, the ball is in their hands right now. Let's see if they can finish it and follow through.
Yeah, looks like it's not going to be a rush this time from NEU. They have split up 2-3. The two, oh, actually, it's a 1-2-2. 2 people peeking mid right now. They're going to try and get some info. They know there are a couple of members here on mid. Nan tries to throw out some stray shots there. Maybe looking for... Oh, Ice Blue Mink finds a pick there. Always
could be the start of it.
All about looking at Ice Blue Mink and what picks he can find and open up for his team. Santi waiting here though. Nearby tree, he finds Aeonix, but Aeonix takes him out, and now it's a 5v3.
Spike
So that is going to be
down A.
Zireneer finding a pick onto Shinobi.
This picks are really what uncorks the game here when they're trying to play it slow. Aeonix though, a little bit too low on HP. Doesn't want to go for it just yet. Gotta go for the plant though, onto B
Spike planted.
from Haven. 2 members. This means that they have a lot of power on the high ground, but maybe on the other side, Nan gets the kill here. Dismissed to go get that intel, but doesn't check the other corner, and Aeonix finds him. Chicey as well gets the kill onto Zireneer, and Sirius falls down even once again in this overtime.
Yes, it is overtime. 16
Switching
to
sides.
16.
Overtime.
And we continue to count.
How high can we take it?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much just them. Or it's more like finishing the bank of how many times you can mix up an attack and a defense. Like, let's see how many more times they can find variations of attacking and defending. I feel like the big thing here for Spades when they're on defense is trying to take out Ice Blue Minx, because he really is the one creating space here and opening up opportunities for his team. But right now, Spades once again on attack. Both teams honestly have great attacks, so let's see if NEU can for once find a way to maybe stop the attack here of Spades.
Yeah, that's going to be the question here for this, but early Recon Ball finds them here. That's a lot of intel here coming in for NEU. Let's see how they make use of that. They realize that no one is around B main here, so a little bit of a peek. No full-on flank here. Does not want to cross over below that lobby. It seems like they're just going to play it safe, play it by the book, and wait for the approach before making anything happen, since they don't have too much intel by now. That Recon Ball's pretty much expired. That Recon Ball intel's expired by now. Someone lurking around Wine. No one's been in Wine for so long that maybe they'll slip and not check it,
Yeah, that definitely can happen. The cage comes through. They don't know that Aeonix is waiting here. So this could be an opportunity for him to get a couple of frags, but Serious takes him out. And now it's a 3v3,
Spike
3v2
down
at this
And now
point.
the attackers are
Serious,
actually
though.
down for one. Serious
Last
able to
player
get one.
standing.
Oh,
30
Ice
seconds
Blooming
left.
versus None. It's a 1v1. Who will
Reina
get the
versus
type
Reina.
in that? Reina diff. Who gets a type in?
Yeah, heaven or hell. Let's rock. Let's get right into it. Okay.
Oh my god, the bomb is not even. Oh, Ice Blooming
So cheap.
with the save. Oh, rather with the Reina diff there. And that is
Switching
going to be, for the
sides.
first time, I think, in the
Match
past,
point.
5
Mhm.
rounds, defense won. So now it's going to be on NEU. We see Ice Blooming here, just kind of hovering.
Oh, he
Here's
faked
Heaven
him
area.
out.
He faked out the. I don't know if there was actually a sound cue because he was on shift walk, but Ice Blooming did not expect that. Or rather, Spades did not expect that. So
Yeah.
now it's going to be an attacking side. If NEU just keeps up the attack here, as they have for the past few rounds, this could be it.
This could be Division B's day, indeed. But it's gonna be a Molly there just to catch them out. A lot of not too much damage actually. But this does reveal to them that there might be people right around that corner. A lobby, A main as well. They're gonna back off, reconfigure their offense
Okay.
here. Ionic finds the pick. This could be what they need. Like I said, one pick uncorks the floodgates here. Chicey going for a jump paranoia, just to cover his escape, I believe, because you don't want to be caught behind that corner with nowhere to go.
Out of charges.
There's already one man down here on the Spades. They're on the back foot, and they're playing back. Ice Blue Mink again.
There we go.
Finds the opening pick. He's looking for another one. He's going to be taking out those Sunti, able to hold down, and that's going to be Nan taking out Aeonix as well. So it's a 3v3. Things are even. I have to calm down.
Yeah, a lot of
Breather.
armor chipped off of Sunti here, though, which could be the difference. One bullet could end this series here with NEU on the initiative. It's really,
Alright,
really
slowly,
tense.
We see Chicey approaching tree here, and they have no idea that Sunti is going once again for the flank. They
30
should expect this
seconds
as he's done it a number of times. But the question is where? Where is he going to come from? Slowly, Shinobi is going to go on the site here as Chicey takes out Nan. That's huge. Now there's only 2 members left. No one has an ult. It's going to be all down to whatever utility is left, and then it's all on the gunfights here.
They walked out of B, which allowed NEU here to really take control of this site. Now with this, and they got locked out because of the cyber gauge at that point. So here, NEU with ball is, or rather, ball is in Mapua's hands. Let's see if they can try and get this back. Chicey though snuffs out their hope, and Shinobi goes down to 3G.
Is he going to go for the
Maybe?
3G and clutch it out?
Maybe, but Spike is really ticking down. He's at 25 HP. Cannot flick back fast
Attackers
enough
win.
with that 25 HP. And finally, the stalemate gets broken. And NEU, Paradigm Esports, are going to move on to our Season 3 for the UAC. Division B is the name of the game today for University Alliance Cup.
Oh my god. After how many rounds, and after being on such a huge gap against
Yeah.
our Division A team, somehow NEU was able to bring it back from what I think was a 7-12 or 6-12. Yeah, the chat is saying right now, I think it was a 6-12 or 7-12.
Yeah.
They were able to bring it all the way to 18 to 16. That's insane.
man.
And it just goes to show, like you said, this really is a Division B day. Now, as you can see on the bracket, that means the Spades will be moving down to the losers bracket along with Warlocks, who earlier lost against the MGS clubs. And now our 2 Division B teams, MGS clubs and NEU, are going to be securing their slot in Division A for Season 3.
Meanwhile, we haven't really decided the off-stream games here between Roman Khan and Oblation on who will be facing MGS Spades tomorrow for that as well in the lower bracket. So just watch out for the updates on the AcadArena page. But man, this day has just been crazy. Day 1 was a decisive victory. Rather, game 1 or match 1 or first match with me and Dax was a decisive victory. But this is a lot more close and also more intense, I would say.
Definitely. It was such an intense set of matches, and it's exactly what we were hoping for. Honestly, despite the exhaustion, it was totally worth it to see, these teams really perform to the top level possible that, they could possibly execute in those games. But that is going to be it for today as we move on into the
Yeah.
next set of matches. Tomorrow, we're going to be
Mhm.
having the losers bracket. So that's going to be a couple more games. I believe 2 best of 3s once again. It's going to be the Haribons versus the Apex Miracles. And then we are going to be having. Oh, wait, sorry. No, that's going to be what was shown in the bracket earlier. Can't recall it right now, but I'm sure you guys have
Yeah.
seen the bracket already. We are going to
Yeah,
be
there we
having
go.
the next best of 3s. Thank you for that, bro. Yeah, it's going to be Warlocks against Apex Miracles, and then we'll find out who's going to be facing the Spades later on once Oblation and I believe CSB have their matches decided. But
Well,
we
you
are
know
going to be
who.
having
Yeah.
an insane set of matches once again, hopefully tomorrow.
Well, you know who I'm cheering for in the lower bracket.
Yeah, there's a bit of bias on the cast right now. We won't say where our votes are going to be on, but we're hoping that team gets their W tomorrow. So
Or if
yeah.
they can even get to tomorrow is the thing.
True.
But yeah, great to have you guys stick around for the cast. Sorry for that small technical difficulty on my end earlier. But we have been your shoutcasters. I am Hyron with this Nausicaa. Check out our socials at fb.com/HyronPH and fb.com/NausicaaPH. Check them out over there. And of course, if you want to bring university, or rather collegiate esports to your university, of course, check out AcadArena.com/alliance. And of course, the UAC wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors and partners. Globe Telecom, Logitech G, Riot Games, Twitch Student, Kovac 2.0 by the Meta, and Valorant PH, our official community partner. Thank you once again, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow for more games from promos and relegations.